back again, and we are finally exiting to Skyrim, and we're going to be heading to our first little village called Riverwood. Okay, so the character, once again, is a Khajiit. Alright, we've collected some items, and here we are out in the world finally.
Wait!
There goes our dragon friend that helped us.
There he goes. Looks like he's gone for good this time. No way to know if anyone else made it out alive. But this place is going to be swarming with Imperials soon enough. Better clear out of here. My sister, Gerda, runs the mill in Riverwood, just up the road. I'm sure she'd help you out. It's probably best if we split up. Good luck. I wouldn't have made it without your help today.
Alright, but if you don't split up from him and you keep following him, he'll work as kind of like a guide. So we'll let him do his guide thing.
You know, you should go to Windhelm and join the fight to free Skyrim. You've seen the true face of the Empire here today. If anyone will know what the coming of the dragon means, it's Ulfric.
Alright.
See that ruin up there? Bleak Falls Barrow. I never understood how my sister could stand living in the shadow of that place. I guess you get used to it.
Okay, cool. So like I said, he works as a guide. He's telling us about Bleak Falls Barrow. Totally cool. And here he is about to tell us about these standing stones.
These are the Guardian Stones. 3 of the 13 ancient standing stones that dot Skyrim's landscape. Go ahead, see for yourself.
Alright, so as a Khajiit character, alright, there are some benefits to each of these. You start off basically with some thief skills already. If I want to continue to build those, the first standing stone here is this Thief Stone. If I select it, it will increase all of my skill tree benefits 20% faster, which means for all these thief skills, I will be increasing those 20% faster. So let's talk about what those are. I don't want to accept that yet. I want to show you real quick. Alright, so under the thief skill, if you look closely at the background here of this screen, you see enchanting here, and it's got this orangish, pinkish color in the background. As I slide across this skill tree, alright, and I move to smithing, okay, smithing, heavy armor, block. If you look closely in the background of the star constellation, you see what looks to be a warrior with a hammer or a double-headed axe almost. Alright, I wanted to point that out on purpose because when we talk about the skills that you're taking with these stones, it will increase everything that is under this guy's constellations. Alright, everything that he covers, which is from smithing, technically, smithing, and according to this, enchanting. Enchanting is under the warrior stone, smithing is under the warrior stone, heavy armor, blocking, two-handed, one-handed. Alright, but as soon as we get to archery, it falls into this green mist area. Okay, the green mist area is the thief, which if you look closely in the background of the constellation, you will see a green thief with a dagger in his hand. Might have to look closely to see it, but it's there. Alright, so lock picking, pickpocket, speech, all of these and alchemy, which also shows up green, these are under the thief skill tree. Alright. Now as a new gamer, you might not have known that, and it may have it could have played a large role in which one of these stones you picked. Alright, so it's archery is under the thief, light armor, sneak, lock picking, pickpocket, speech, and alchemy. Now, the last standing stone of the three is going to be the mage, which is going to be this bluish teal color, which is illusion, conjuration, destruction. Alright, now when we get to destruction, you can actually see the mage in the background pretty well, and he holds the staff in his hand. There. Alright. Restoration, alteration would be the last one. Alright, now enchanting does fall into the thief skill line, so if you're looking, or sorry, the warrior skill line. So if you're looking at leveling up enchanting and smithing, you probably should take the warrior perk. Alright, now with my character already having a natural benefit to one-handed and archery, if I want to take advantage of that, I should probably pick the warrior skill line. But if I want to continue on with my thief skills and my sneaking and things of that nature, and I want to increase my speech skill, then I should probably take the thief one. Alright, so I'm going to go with a thief one. And I'm probably going to get taught.
Thief, eh? It's never too late to take charge of your own fate, you know.
Alright. We'll quickly take a look at how much. Yep, I'm at 299 capacity in my weight, so I don't need to really pick up anything else that I can't live without. Alright. Like I said, we're on to Riverwood at this point, which is where...
Remember, this isn't Stormcloak territory. If we're ahead of the news from Helgen, we should be fine. As long as we don't do anything stupid. If we run into any Imperials, just let me do the talking, alright?
Alright, got a couple wolves ahead, right there. Is the bow ready? 'Cause they're coming for us.
That's all you've got?
Alright, now if I take these, then I'm going to be a little bit past my max as far as my weight goes. So I do want them, however, so I will take them. And you notice that I get a message that says you're carrying too much. No problem, because it's a dead body, I can hide stuff on a dead body. Alright, like this war axe that I don't really need and I don't really care about. Alright, now I can move without being burdened. You notice I'm grabbing things along the way. These are alchemy ingredients, and I haven't learned them yet, because I haven't eaten them.
We're almost to Riverwood.
But I'm still going to grab them, so I can use them a little bit later. And they're super lightweight, so it's not that big of a deal. Now if I wanted to, I could kill this rabbit as well, but I don't really want to. It's not really worth it. Alright, as you see on my icon up top, let's talk about that too. Right up top there is my compass bearing. And currently this town hasn't been discovered, so it's got the black silhouette. But as soon as I discover it, it's going to change to a white silhouette. And that means that now I can fast travel. Alright, I'm going to hit down on the D-pad for the first time and you're going to see my map. Alright, here's the world map. And this is the first, one of the first areas that I have discovered. Alright. And because I have discovered it, when I arrow over it like such, If I want to, I can hit X and select it as a destination and fast travel there. Alright, so every time you find a place you can fast travel instead of having to walk there. We're going to talk about that a little bit more in episode 4 when I talk about the way I usually play this game, which is to each of the major strongholds in this game. Windhelm, Whiterun, Morthal, Dawnstar, Winterhold, Solitude, all of these items, all these places, they're somewhat far away, okay? And Riften, with this being an open world game, there's a lot of walking around and discovering that you can do, alright? However, when it comes to fast traveling, there are many benefits to having all these areas at least discovered so you can quickly fast travel to them a little bit later. So during my episode 4 walkthrough, we're going to do that. We're going to travel to each one of those places and save them to use them as jumping off points for the major quests a little bit later in the game. Alright. But here we are in Riverwood, finally.
A dragon! I saw a dragon!
What? What is it now, Mother? Did I see you talking to Sven? Maybe not.
This dude
Riverwood's agreeable enough, I suppose.
can train us
For an
in
village.
archery, and we're going to talk about that too here a little bit later. Alright? Because this is definitely somebody that we're going to work with.
Farewell.
You'll see. It was a dragon.
Mara's mercy, it's good to see you. But is it safe for you to be here? I heard
Gerda,
that Ulfric had been captured.
Gerda, I'm fine. At least now I am.
Are you hurt? What's happened? And who's this? One of your comrades?
Not a comrade yet, but a friend. I owe her my life, in fact. Is there somewhere we can talk?
Oh, they
There's no
forgot.
telling when the news from Helgen will reach the Imperials.
Why y'all looking at me?
Helgen? Has something happened? You're right. Follow me. Hod, come here a minute. I need your help with something.
What is it,
Alright,
Stand
so
from
Gerger
the
is
top
definitely
again?
going to help us out. She's
Hod,
going to give us
just
a bunch
come
of
here.
junk.
Raylo, what are you doing here? Ha, I'll be
Looks
right
all pissed
down.
off though. I'm see. Why are you pissed off? Apparently my dude's kind of short. Yep. What am I on?
Uncle
Freaking hobbit?
Raylo, can I see your axe? How many Imperials have you killed? Do you really know Ulfric Stormcloak?
Hush, Frodnar. This is no time for your games. Go and watch the South Road. Come find us if you see any Imperial soldiers coming.
Aw, Mama. I want to stay in town with Uncle Raylo.
Look at you, almost a grown man. Won't be long before you'll be joining the fight yourself.
That's right. Don't worry, Uncle Raylo. I won't
A
let
bunch
those
of ants here, dude.
Now, Raylo,
Ants or termites?
What's
I'm gonna say
going
those
on?
are ants.
you two look pretty well done in. I can't remember when I last slept. Where to start? Well, the news you heard about Ulfric was true. The Imperials ambushed us outside Darkwater Crossing. Like they knew exactly where we'd be. That was 2 days ago now. We stopped in Helgen this morning, and I thought it was all over. Had us lined up to the headsman's block and ready to start chopping.
The cowards!
They wouldn't dare give Ulfric a fair trial. Treason for fighting for your own people. All of Skyrim would have seen the truth then. But then, out of nowhere, a dragon attacked.
Oh,
You
snap.
don't mean a real, live...
I can hardly believe it myself. And I was there. As strange as it sounds, we'd be dead if not for that dragon. In the confusion, we managed to slip away. Are we really the first to make it to Riverwood?
Nobody else has come up the South Road today, as far as I know.
Good. Maybe we can lay up for a while. I hate to put your family in danger, Gerda, but...
Nonsense.
anyways.
You and your friend are welcome to stay here as long as you need to. Let me worry about the Imperials. Any friend of Raylov's is a friend of mine. Here's the key to the house. Stay as long as you like. If there is anything else you need, just let me know.
Alright, cool. So, I get a key to their house, which means that I can loot that place blind here in a little bit, which we will. So we can sell all their items and make some money. So, right off the bat, they give me these items that we see here. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and take them. A lot of food for health. Potions. Apple. A ring of alteration. That's pretty sweet. I don't think I've ever gotten one of those from them before.
There is something you could do for me. For all of us here. The Jarl needs to know if there's a dragon on the loose. Riverwood is defenseless. We need to get word to Jarl Balgruuf in Whiterun to send whatever troops he can. If you'll do that for me, I'll be in your debt.
Thanks, sister. I knew we could count on you.
While we get all those items, it doesn't come for free, because we get a mission out of that as well. Alright, and here's
Did I see you talking to Sven? Maybe not. Maybe.
Alright, and we're going to quickly get him as a follower here in a minute. But we have to find a dude named Sven first to start his quest line. It's going to be one of the first ones that we start. He's typically in here because he's a bard, and he's going to ask us to deliver a letter for him. Alright, there he is.
Faendal thinks he can woo Camilla Valerius away from me. She's already mine, I keep telling him.
Alright, so it says you and Faendal both like the same girl?
Camilla Valerius knows I'm the best man in Riverwood. That elf is kidding himself if he thinks she would choose him over me. I've seen him sneaking over to the Riverwood trader to speak with her when I'm not around. He's wasting his time.
Ah, he sounds persistent. Why not do something about it? Or, yes, two people spending time together never blossoms into courtship.
Is that sarcasm? I've heard better wisecracks from Orgnar. Still, you have a point. Camilla letting Faendal visit her isn't a good thing for me.
Yeah, no doubt.
Here, let me give you a particularly venomous letter. Say it's from Faendal. That should get Camilla to stop inviting the elf over.
Okay.
I'd better...
So he gave us a letter. Let's go ahead and see what his letter says. It says, Sven's fake letter from Faendal. Okay. Dear Camilla, I know I have called upon you at your house many times, and while we may be growing close, I need you to put away any desire you may have for me. I am a true-born son of Valenwood, and I could never befoul my bloodline by courting an Imperial. I hope we can remain true friends, provided you understand your people's place in the Aldmeri Dominion, and respect me as such. Sincerely, Faendal. So this tool wrote this letter for her. Alright?
Coming right
And we're going to go talk to Faendal about it. Alright? Why? Because we don't really like Sven. Alright, so we got to find him now. And he's typically wandering around this area because he chops wood back here. He was back here earlier. Let's see if he's back here. Alright.
I'm glad to help any way I can.
I don't see him. Okay. Oh wait, there he is.
There's beauty here unmatched in all of Skyrim, to be sure.
Yeah, but you got a problem. See, Sven wanted me to deliver this letter to Camilla, saying it was from you.
What is that blowhard up to now? So, he thinks he can turn Camilla against me. Two can play at this. Here, give this letter to Camilla and tell her it's from Sven. Let's see what she thinks of him after reading that.
Alright, well let's see. What's the letter say? Faendal's letter from Sven says, My dearest Camilla, I yearn to have you as my own, washing my linens and my fine blonde hair, to cook my dinner from my stove, and tend to my house while I wander. Yours truly, Sven. So, he wants her to be basically a nothing while he goes out and enjoys life. So, this chick that they both like happens to be at the Riverwood Trader. Right here.
Well, one of us has to do something.
I said no. No adventures, no theatrics, no thief chasing.
Well, what are you going to do then, huh? Let's hear it.
We are done talking about this. Oh, a customer. Sorry you had to hear that.
Alright, so you walk in on a fight because she wants to recover something that was stolen from their
Maybe you
shop.
could talk some sense into my pig-headed brother.
Alright.
You're not from around here. That makes two of us.
Alright, so I have a choice here. I can give her the letter from Sven or from Findel. Alright, so if I say I have a letter for you from Sven, then I'm giving her the letter that Findel gave me, which is what I want to do. Or I can say, hey, by the way, Findel asked me to give you this letter, and say it was from Sven. Alright, basically ratting out Findel and making Sven look good. Alright, but I don't want to do that. I want to give her the letter, the fake one. So I'm going to give her the fake letter from Sven. She's going to read it and get pissed off and not want to deal with Sven anymore. So here we go.
Another poem, I bet. He does know how to make a girl blush. What's this? If that oaf thinks all I'm going to do is stay in that filthy house of his and clean, You can tell Sven that he already has a mother. I'm not speaking to him anymore. Alright then.
How about that? Alright. Now that I've done that, I need to go back to Findel and let him know I've done his dirty work. And he don't have to deal with that chick no more. I'm going to relieve him of that duty and make him my follower. Here he is, getting ready to chop some wood.
Riverwood, there's beauty here,
Alright.
unmatched in all of Skyrim, to be sure.
Hey dude, I don't think Camilla will be spending any more time with Sven or you because you're going to be my follower, you douchebag.
I appreciate your help. Please, take this. Some gold I've saved up from working at the mill.
Thanks. How about this? You should follow me. I need your help.
Lead the way.
Great. I'm going to prove how stupid you are.
I've got your back.
Alright. See, you can train me in archery, right?
I'll show you what I know.
Good. Alright. Now, I only have 86 gold, so this isn't going to work yet. But I'm about to show you guys
You lead, I'll follow.
something pretty cool. Free archery training all the way up to 50. Which should be expert level. Alright, so we're going to go back to the Riverwood Trader. And this dude's our follower, so he'll follow us around. We're going to sell some items to
I don't know
Camella's
what.
brother.
Riverwood Trader is everything you need in a general store.
Alright, now if you select did something happen, it's going to start the mission, which is going to send you to Bleak Falls Barrow to retrieve the claw. We don't want to do that yet. We want to sell
Take
him
a
some
look.
stuff. Alright, we get into our barter menu, which is to say that everything above that little thin line right there is the items that that Lucan Valerius has, alright? But everything below it is our character, 9 lives, alright? So I want to sell this guy, let's say, some swords. I'm going to sell you some daggers. I'll sell you 3 of my bows. I'm going to keep my steel dagger. It's halfway decent. And this. I'll sell you some fur boots. The gauntlets. Don't really care for the shield. You can take that. Take all of this stuff. Keep my ring. Sell this ring. Ah, look. See? Now that I'm selling stuff, my speech increased. Study leather. And the torturer's thing. Alright. I'm also going to sell them the food. Because I don't care for any of this food. I don't ever use the food. Alright, I'm going to keep all my ingredients, sell him that book, and then go ahead and get rid of this, that. I'm going to keep my pelts, and then I'm going to use them to make leather here in a minute. Alright, now my gold is up to 750, as shown on the bottom right, and he's got 125 left to spend. Alright, with that,
Damn
we're going to wrap
thieves.
this up.
As if things weren't bad enough.
Alright, and before we start episode 5, I'm going to go ahead and show you the little trick to get this guy to level us up in archery.
Still here.
Alright, so now that he's my follower,
I'll show you what I know.
when I spend money on training with this guy, it's going to go into his inventory. Alright, so it's going to cost me $250 to train once. I can train up to 5 times every time I level. Alright, now I don't have any more gold, but that's okay, because I can say I want to trade something with you, or I need to trade something with you.
What do you want me to carry?
Alright, and I'm going to take the gold that I just paid him right back. Thank you. And I'm also going to take his house key. He can keep his fake letter, though.
I'll show you what I know.
I know you will.
What do you want me to carry?
Alright.
I'll show you what I know.
Alright, now you want to do this as early as possible because I haven't leveled up to level 2 yet. And I got all 5 of my training done. Alright, because you can train up to 5 times with any trainer in anything, but you can only do 5 at most. So if I did 5 in archery, or sorry, if I did 1 in archery, and let's see, I find a trainer that does one-handed, and I did 4 with them, well, that's all 5. Alright, so I got to be aware of that. Alright, I'm going to come back and we're going to finish leveling this guy in the next episode. And we're also going to cover leveling. Alright, so.
You lead, I'll follow.
Cool. Yes, you will.